Greetings. This is a meditation that I created, or at least I think I did, and I have been using for many years. I have shared it with private clients, I have shared it in seminars, I have shared it on online programs, online workshops, and it allows people to just remove every excuse to not meditate and to make it as easy as possible to meditate, rather than wondering, what do I do? What do I focus on? And still to this day, I leverage and use this meditation. Many times. It could be I get into my car and I feel electricity through my body because old habits die hard, and I was busy for most of my life. So sometimes I get caught up into that super busyness and then I feel it in my body. And it's not a place I generally like to live anymore. Even as a professional fighter and athlete, when I train, immediately after training, I meditate. And I'm probably the only person out of thousands of people in my gym that sits on the mat and just meditates and brings myself back to calm. This is my home now. I love to be here. And actually, it has allowed me to make a lot of very difficult decisions in my life, to remind myself that if it doesn't bring me calm and peace, it's not something I'm willing to tolerate. And what allows me to come back home every time is this meditation that I created. And it's so simple. It's called 1-10-1. Some of you now are going, oh yeah, I've done it with you before. I've sat with you before, or I've taken it from you and I use it myself. But if not, or even if you do already know it, feel free to join me in this meditation. So in meditation, a couple of things that are really important is whether you're doing a walking meditation, a lying down meditation, or a sitting meditation, your spine is straight as possible. Now, what's good about this kind of principle or rule is every time you recognize without judgment that your spine isn't straight, or you're slouching over or whatever, you just come from your awareness without judgment and you bring yourself back to that place of your spine being as erect as possible. That's number one. Number two, the foundation for every meditation in the world is breath. That's it. So forget mantras, forget visualizations, forget sounds, forget what you're going to focus on or not focus on, or how you're going to bring yourself back. Just breathe. That is it. And bring your attention to the inhalation and the exhalation. That's it. If you can sit, stand, or walk with your spine as erect as possible, so you're in the work, you're not lazy, and you don't have bad posture, you're in the best energy that you can have, and then you focus on your inhalation and your exhalation, you are meditating. So the reason why I created 1-10-1 is because it brings a framework to this. At the bottom of every exhalation, count from 1 all the way up to 10, and then when you get to the top, as you continue to breathe in and breathe out, at the exhalation, every exhalation you count down. So from 1 to 10, 10 to 1. Now, I pretty much, like 9 days out of 10, maybe even 19 out of 20, I do this meditation or breathing exercise, if you want to call it that, mindful breathing exercise before I get out of bed. Because just because we have woken up, it doesn't mean that we are in the best place to start our day. Maybe this is you. The second you wake up, you start thinking about the third project, the fourth project, who you need to serve, your kids downstairs, your partner, whatever. That is not the best way to start your day, because that means that every single thought that you're having is in control of who you're being in that moment. So I allow myself to go from thinking to being by practicing 1-10-1 and not allowing myself to get out of bed until I have successfully counted from 1 to 10 back down to 1, and maybe even do 2 or 3 sets doing those spiritual repetitions. Sometimes one set isn't enough. Sometimes you feel, you know what, I need to do it again, or I need to even do it a third time. Oh, that felt so good. Let me do it a fourth time. 1 to 10, back down to 1. Now, here's the challenge for you. And once again, meditation isn't about judging your observations or your failures, or every time you drift away. It's just about witnessing and seeing how in control you are of the puppy versus the puppy being in control of you, the puppy being your mind. So the challenge for you is, you don't allow yourself to get up from your meditation until you have successfully counted from 1 to 10 without losing your count, and from 10 to 1. If you find yourself going inhalation, exhalation 1, breathe in, breathe out 2, inhale, exhale 3, and you get to 5, 6, and next thing you know, you're thinking about something that is not your meditation, or that is not here inside this moment. Then you just go, oh my gosh, I've just realized I stopped counting. So whenever you have that realization, that moment of awareness that you are no longer counting, therefore you are no longer here and now, you just start again. And sometimes you might have to start 6, 7, 10 times. You'll be surprised. Sometimes you might be so in your head that it takes you 10 attempts to be so focused on just getting yourself from 1 to 10 without interruption. So, without further ado, spine as straight as possible, focusing only on breathing in and breathing out. Using my voice as a guide. This is your space, your meditative practice. Go at your own pace, at your own speed, breathing in and breathing out. And as we do this meditation from start to finish, with every inhalation, breathe in everything that makes you feel full, rested, energized, harmonious and at peace. And with every exhalation, breathe out everything that doesn't serve you, here and now. Breathing in to the top of your lungs, expanding the muscles and your rib cage to open up your lungs to access that untapped potential, the corners of your lungs, each and every corner, breathing in, breathing in, breathing in, all the way, and breathing out, letting go, surrendering, relaxing, 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 getting out all that stale air. Breathe it out, let it go. And now, continuing at your own pace, but using my voice as a guide, we're going to start with 1-10-1. Breathing in and breathing out. 1. All the way in and all the way out. 2. Breathing in as much air as you can, but relaxing your body, relaxing your joints all the way in. And breathing out. Three. And now continuing on your own, all the way to 10. And when you reach 10, all the way back to 1. If you've successfully climbed from 1 to 10 and back down to 1, thank yourself for sitting here in this meditation, and either continue to sit with yourself, the greatest meeting you will ever have, or continue on your day. And if because of distractions and losing the single point of focus, which is to stay with your breath, for some reason you haven't reached 10 and back down to 1, then continue with your own practice.